Good morning, everyone. Look at this beautiful river behind me, full of glorious trout. I thought I was going to be the first one up this morning, and then I literally walk out to grab my rod, and this guy
I told you
has the same idea
this morning for the sake of.
I know. I would like to share the time and trout fish with Matty Pangrack.
If you want like some sort of weird Brad Pitt river runs through it moment, I can go back up and make a cup of coffee.
If I want a Brad Pitt moment, I can walk down the river by myself. Dude, it's hot this morning.
It's not a good hot either. It's the
it's the morning
pre-nader hot.
What did they say? A generational storm.
We are in. Well, let me show you.
Yeah, pull it up.
Did I show you the tornado?
Tornado?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where not only so the generational flooding is
right here.
Yes, but this is a rare high-risk Wednesday directly where we are.
I don't know what a high-risk Wednesday.
For strong to violent tornadoes.
Okay.
So we're in a severe strong to violent tornadoes and generational floods.
Sounds fun. It's going to be like that for the next 4 days, apparently. Okay, look at this. Is our glorious hot spot. Let's see if we can catch something. What do you think?
Cast is going to get one, so.
Well, let's cast at the same time then.
Ooh, a double cast?
I'm going to go on the jetty. Or do you want to go on the jetty? We both. You want me to go this way?
Who do you think is more agile? Because we're both at an age where we can't afford to break an ankle.
You played hockey. You go on the jetty.
Huh?
You go on the jetty. Look at he is like a cheetah.
3, 2, 1.
That didn't work. It's lower than yesterday afternoon.
But it wasn't really great yesterday afternoon. I just got lucky and caught that fish.
The wind shifted. It's going with the current now.
Which should make it better. So you got up specifically to get a little pre-frontal trouting.
I mean, I got up at 5:45 and eventually I was like, I should put a video together, so yeah.
Well, pre-frontal trouting.
I mean, I kind of figured this might be our last chance. Oh, dude, that water feels good.
What if we had just been getting bit by the same 3 trout in this stretch, and then Miles killed one, and then you caught yours, and then I caught mine?
It probably is what happened, actually. You guys are straight meat eaters.
But you literally watched me eat mine.
Yeah, and you said it was really good, so.
It was a very delicious trout.
All right, we made it out onto the jetty. With my cat-like balance. So we've caught rainbows, we've caught brown. Don't know if there's brook trout in here. Nothing giant, but generally every day we've come down here, there's been like, you come down, you get like 3 or 4. I won't say you don't catch them. You get 3 or 4 interactions. They'll come up and bump it or follow it. And then they get wise to your bait and they leave. And right now this morning, I think they're getting ready for the storm. Because they're not all that aggressive. So yeah, I picked up a little rooster tail at Aspire Outdoors. You should go check them out. Shameless plug. They have pretty much all the core tackle products. They have a very, very nice selection. Right on an end cap, so not hard to miss when you walk in. Really have no idea what I'm doing. Other than I know, like, we've been catching them on a little everything. Miles brought a fly rod, catching them on a woolly bugger. Panger's been throwing the jerk bait around, catching them on jerk baits. I've been catching them on the little rooster tail. It's just beautiful. I had to come down here, take advantage of this, because all that rain is supposed to start up around I think 11 or noonish, and then at that point I feel like the river's going to be absolutely blown out for the rest of our stay. So I wanted to come down and enjoy a nice morning, and it is beautiful. It's warmer now than it's potentially been all week. It is quite windy. The river's still at a nice level. There's been some days we've gotten home and the river's been way up to the top of the bank, as you can see across this. Like, this jetty's been underwater, so you know they open up a gate below Bull Shoals Dam, and then the whole river comes up quite a bit, and then they shut it off and it drops to about where it is right now. Oh, got him. Is it a little brown? Little brown. Look how pretty that thing is. Not big. Look at that. Just gorgeous. I gotta say, guys, one thing that I love about the trout world is how well they take care of their fish. Like, that's one thing I wish the bass world would do better. You know, we see all the boat flips and all kinds of stuff like that, which, I mean, I'm guilty of doing it too at times, especially in tournaments, but like, there's no reason to be flopping fish back and kicking them. It's like, we want to have them grow up and be bigger. We should treat them just like the guys treat the trout. Oh, that's fun. I mean, they're not big, but it's still just something I don't ever get to do. This is one of those things that just, I feel like, is what true fishing is all about. Like, walking down a bank, just fishing. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I've very, very little trout fishing ever in my life. I've probably done more trout fishing in the trout ponds, stocked ponds at like expos, you know, where you can take your little kid and go fishing. I've probably caught more trout doing that than I have actually in the wild. So to come out here and do this is just one of those things. It's so peaceful. Reminds me of like my childhood. One of my favorite things to do back home is wade shallow, really shallow little rivers for smallmouth. And it's cool because, like, I really feel like these trout set up very similar to how the smallmouth set up in fast little streams. You know, you're looking for any sort of little current break, current seam, little deep hole. It's all the same stuff for the most part. Predatory fish are gonna use the same, you know, structure that they can to their advantage. So if you understand it for bass, I feel like you can do it for trout, you can do it for muskie, walleye. I mean, I'm not saying there's not little nuances for sure, but I just feel like, this is just a blast. I would love to be here in the summer when the water was a little warmer, if it gets a little warmer, because right now you can stand in the water without waders for, you know, a few minutes, and then it's like your legs go numb. But I could just see being here in the summer, I'd sit right down in the river and just in a lawn chair and just enjoy it. There's something special about clear water rivers. Like, it's just so much different than like a traditional muddy water. I don't know, it just feels really neat to me. I think it goes very, very underappreciated, like how important it is to present your bait in the current, right? Like, this is just something that you think you make 3 or 4 casts in here and you just covered everything. And the reality is, like, depending on how far you cast and where the speed of your retrieve, like, your bait could end up all the way downstream. Like, you're just, in order to actually really fish this area well, it's almost like you need to cast every 15 feet in a line until you can't cast any further, and then move upstream a little bit and cast another couple feet, because your bait is being swept down so fast that, you know, if you've got a fish that's sitting behind one little rock out there, you have to make really pretty much the exact presentation. So, like, for me, if I want to fish the head of that jetty the right way, I really want to be casting upstream and just letting my bait get dragged all the way down. You'll see, I mean, I literally cast upstream from where I'm at. I can slow my retrieve down, let the current put my bait right in the position that I want, and then I can start retrieving it. But it's one of those things where you just got to be aware that the current really changes up your presentation completely as to where your bait is. So, you know, make casts, especially as a bank angler, make casts that are all different distances and all different angles, and you'll cover your area much better than always casting as far as you can, because all your bait's doing is sweeping downstream at that point. You're not making the exact same presentation every time, or you are making the exact same presentation. If you want to vary that presentation, you need to make different lengths of casts and different retrieve ratios. A little bit bigger, Brown. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Look at that one, guys. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on. Look at that one. See ya. Well, I only got one battery, and my batteries last about 35 minutes, so I'm down to 5%, so I'm gonna end it there. I might wait a little bit further. Just don't ever get to do this. Anyways, guys, all right, well, thanks for coming along with me this morning. It's the beautiful morning before the storm. It's gonna get rough. Hopefully everyone's safe. We will have another video for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.